The most powerful person today in the world is Xi Jinping.
Not Donald Trump?
Donald Trump is gone in 2029. Half of what Donald Trump tries to do, the courts say no.
Do you like him?
No, I don't. The biggest problem when he promotes himself above the country, and you see this with the money he's making personally, over the interests of the country.
Ian Bremmer, political scientist and one of the world's leading experts on geopolitics. If you want to understand where the world is heading, why the global order is breaking down, how governments, technology and power are being rewritten, and what it means for your future, this episode is for you. You mentioned the number one risk in the world, not even nuclear war, right? It is the president of the United States. Why?
Trump takes out Maduro in Caracas and puts him in jail. He puts the highest tariffs on every country in the world that we've seen in almost 100 years. He goes to war together with Israel in the middle of the Middle East, right on one of the most important waterways in the world. If I look at the last 30 years, there have been a couple different things that have happened. One is that China and India have been rising. They're becoming more influential, more powerful. Secondly, America's allies have gotten weaker, like Japan, South Korea, much of Europe. I think, and specifically in AI, we have to have global governance because they're also incredibly dangerous if used as weapons. We already saw this with Anthropic and OpenAI and all of these advanced models that would allow hacking to destroy what you have. And that's the whole digital economy. I mean, that's the banking system, critical infrastructure, it's national security, it's everything. What happens when AI can do that with bioweapons? And that can come from anywhere. That can come from the US, it can come from China, it can come from India, it can come from an individual. There's going to be many crises because there's no governance model.
I was reading a report that in 50s, more than 75% people had trust in the government and the institutions in America.
Yep.
Now less than 20% people have trust. Do you think young people today, they believe that American dream is dead?
I think
Before we start today's podcast, if you have found anything valuable from this channel, please subscribe. It's free, it takes less than a minute, but it means a lot to us. And to listen to the audio experience of this episode, please follow us on Spotify. Let's start from the point where if someone's watching you for the first time and they have no clue who you are, how would you explain them what you do, who you are, and why should they watch this?
Look, why they should watch it is because I'm going to be honest with you about what I think about the world, the state of the world, where the world is going, global politics, international relations, how it all comes together, how it's coming apart. I'm a political scientist, and they probably don't want to watch me for that reason, but that is what I am. That's what I do. You know, I'm not a journalist. I'm not a businessman. I'm a political scientist. There are a lot of people out there that try to understand global politics. A lot of them are very political. They have a very strong preference, and therefore they're trying to sell you that preference. I have preferences. I have things that I like, things I don't like. I'm not trying to sell you on them at all. I'm really trying to best understand where the world is going, and frequently it's not things that I like.
So when you say that you talk about and you're going to teach us about where the world is going, and that's what you try to understand, what specifically you try to study when you mean by I'm trying to understand where the world is going, what's happening? What are the specific pointers? What are the specific things that you study, which gives you a sense that this is where the world is heading?
Well, for a very long time, the principal actors on the global stage have been governments. And so you look at things first and foremost through a country lens. You want to understand those different kinds of governments, their political systems, their economic systems, what drives them, what constrains them. Frequently, what constrains them is even more important than what drives them, right? How short-term or long-term are they? How much do their leaders matter or not very much, right? What are the things that create differences among different international actors, different countries? But there's also increasingly the sectoral lens, the issue area lens. You want to understand how, for example, a changing global energy environment from coal and oil and gas